Good morning. It's 4:53 a.m. Wednesday, July 10th. I got some interesting news about Litecoin. A couple of days ago, I received a phone call from a restricted number on my cell phone, and what I mistook for a hoax or a sales pitch. Somebody, you know, answered the phone, a gentleman, and they said, is this Mr. So-and-so? I said, yes. I thought maybe it was a call for some kind of job interview or something. They said, we'd like to, if given a moment, we'd like to speak to you. And I heard a lady in the background goes, please don't hang up, in the background. So I knew I was talking to more than one person. I said, okay, what is this? I was waiting for me to tell me like some kind of like one of my relatives, you know, got hurt or something. Somebody in my family, something bad happened. Well, they said, you might not know this, but they go, we're a group of who like to remain anonymous investors. We had been reviewing why our investment in Litecoin isn't doing so well. And two of the group have, one of them originally went to my channel and stumbled across it and shared it with another one of their group. And now they're sharing it with the rest of the group wide. And they said that they find what I'm saying very interesting because they have been large investors in some of these coins. They have a small, well-knit group. They have a finance and brokerage background, and they formed a sort of like a mini hedge fund amongst themselves. And they decided to take a chance on crypto. So they said their returns were good, but they couldn't understand why now with Bitcoin going up, why isn't there other investments doing as well? So I took it as a hoax. I thought it was somebody just pulling my leg. So I took it with a grain of salt, and I was like, oh, come on, guys. I kind of figured out where you got my phone number from. And you just pulled my leg. They said, no, we'll prove it. They said, tomorrow night, you will see a trade come up on the buy side. We're going to try to see if there is a bot that's trying to control the price of Litecoin from going above $120. I said, okay, I'll see it to believe it. I didn't bother to okay, I said, okay, if you want me to believe it, I'll see it to believe it. Last night, guess what happened? Sure enough, on that time, that trade showed up on Coinbase. And they did attempt to run it through. And it came back. Now, it was rebuffed. And then they reviewed, they reviewed everything on they told me they reviewed everything on my channel. They said they found it especially interesting that the CFT knows about this and they're not doing anything about it. The CFTC, I told them that CFTC did issue a subpoena. They were asking me questions on that. I said, I don't know anything. They said they would pay me a substantial sum of money if I would testify on their behalf, because what I have stated on my YouTube channel after what was run through is obviously it's proven to be true. Now, some of them have stated that they actually met Brian Armstrong, and then might have met several times in some kind of office, some meeting or something that they had dealings with Coinbase. So I automatically assume that's got to be somebody from Citibank. I'm just guessing. To tell you the truth, I thought the whole thing was a hoax. So what they're asking me to do is to send them a message, and they're going to be calling me back, and I'm going to be allowed to record the conversation and post it to my YouTube channel in a day or two. Um, I'm looking forward to it because it seems like the only way you get something done is if you do it yourself, and these people rolled up their sleeves and they're going to do it themselves. CFTC, out to lunch, New York Department of Financial Services, write a few paragraphs on the paper and you're exonerated from any wrongdoing. What they told me now is that the best thing is after they introduce themselves to my channel in a couple of days, they're asking all Litecoin investors to pull all of their Litecoin off of Coinbase. And they're also asking the miners to stop selling Litecoin over the counter. Because they find, especially if it's like Coinbase putting in bids over the counter. And they said they have substantial evidence that the third party that they actually hired to come in and investigate this, that there's something actually criminal activities going on the inside of Coinbase. They haven't given me any names. They haven't told me anything. They cut it off there. They will be back. I don't know if they call next time. You guys want to go live and you want to ask them questions, I'll try to see if I could do that. And they said more than likely down the line that they will no longer be anonymous, and they're going to come straight out and tell people who they are. One of them even says they have worked with Mr. Armstrong at Goldman Sachs. And they didn't talk about him in the kindest of references. So that's all I got to say, people. I was really surprised last night. Like I said, I thought, yeah, you guys are pulling my leg. F me. Go F you, Go F yourself. That's my attitude. I know you're bullshitting. They said, nah, you think we're bullshitting. Fine. You go tonight and you look and you'll see those trades that we're talking about. We're going to attempt to do a breakout. I said, do whatever you want to do. Now they got my attention. So, guys, if you're watching my video out there, that gave me that phone call, I get you. I understand you now. To thank the young lady that there talking for talking me into accepting the phone call. Because for the life of me, I thought I was going to be on scare tactics and pranked. Somebody was going to jump out of the closet. But I was really surprised. I'm really surprised to see there's people that active. I guess you can call it white hat traders. They're out there. They exist. And we're going to see where this is going to go from here. Last night, when I seen that trade come true last night, I posted it on my YouTube. I was talking to some of my subscribers. They said, look, they are trying to break out. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not supposed to say anything. They put they in there. But now I'm pretty sure that they said you could tell everybody you want. Just tell them that, hey, we're not going to take this no more. We're not going to be scammed by these boiler room people. We want what we paid for, and if they're doing stuff that the government won't do anything about, and you have ample proof that that's what they said, then we're going to take action against them ourselves. And then they asked me if you're willing to testify on our behalf, and I said yes. Like I said, I can't see why not. And probably, they said, okay, in the near future, they'll contact me. And of course, by then, I'll know who they are. And I'm pretty sure all of you guys will know as well. It's best to see what's going to happen. But that's what they said. The general message is to put this out on YouTube, since I'm the only one that seems to be actually doing any physical work to actually back up my claims. That's why they came to me. And they said to tell the rest of the people out there, anybody that listen, pull all your coin off this exchange, Coinbase right here, pull it all off. They can't be trusted. They have a negative impact on your portfolio. They're engaging in odd activity. They also mentioned Charlie Lee, whom they said that they met casually. Some of them have met casually. That he actually stabbed some of them in the back when he dumped off that coin. There's a lot of investors that are pissed off. They're pretty much sure. They go, how would you feel if the CEO of a company talked you into investing into their company, then turned around and dumped all his assets? So that left a quarter of bitterness in them too. I told them they're not alone. I brought this up about Steve Madden and Jordan Belfort. We talked about that. We talked for a good about 30 to 45 minutes. And I said, okay, so I'll listen to you, but I honestly think you guys are pulling it away. So I said, we'll prove it to you at this time, right here. We're going to start moving the price up. You're going to see one trade we're going to put up there is going to be, they told me specifically, at this time you're going to see this trade. So these guys, Coinbase, you're digging your own grave. You got your own people are in revolt. They're looking to paint you into a corner. And they're now, after you did them dirty, to tell you the truth, I think they're going to have these two guys. These guys got way more money than I have, because I can't put up a trade for 4,000 Litecoin. And they put their money where their mouth was. They proved it to me last night. I even went and mentioned it in my YouTube. I said, hey, they are trying to break out. I didn't realize what I was actually stating, but I stated it because I was really shocked that it was actually happening. So we're going to see. I asked them, when they do call me back, I'm going to tell them, hey, I thought you guys were really kidding, but you just weren't. What's going to happen? And I'm going to probably get permission to record them. I don't think they're going to want to give their names. I don't know whether they work for Coinbase themselves. So somehow, some way, I get the gist that these guys were fucked over by Coinbase somehow. The way that they were talking. So I have to get more information. Like, again, I thought it was a hoax, but they proven otherwise last night. So be forewarned. They told me to spread this around. They said it'd be in all our best interest to pull all your coins off this exchange. If you got any, stop using them for business. They said my observations about the liquidity are spot on. I don't know which parts, but that's what that was stated to me. They said, pull all your coin, and then they're also saying to the miners, if you're selling over the counter, and some of these exchanges are actively suppressing the price, they're actually hurting the people that are mine, their business. They're robbing them too. So the message is out now. Freeze any selling of over-the-counter trades for a week or two. Boycott the system. Boycott the exchanges. He says this is getting disgusting, and they're extremely upset. They said concerns are right now focused on Bitcoin, and meanwhile they're ripping off all your coin holders. That's what I was told. So people, be aware. I'm gonna probably pull my stuff off of here today, as they again, they proved what they said was true, and I did not want to get hurt by Coinbase's war with these people. Have a good day, guys. Good luck.